All right, so we are live. Yes, and this stream is working now. And many of the members asked me to do the live stream covering the Trump inauguration, covering the aftermath of the inauguration day. And I guess traders, you would agree with me that indeed the market opening on Monday was very volatile. And though yesterday we got the official US banking holiday, and though during such days we usually see very low volatility, we usually see very low trading volumes. The yesterday's inauguration made the mini forex pairs and some other instruments move rapidly, and we saw a lot of very big candles that were formed. And yeah, that is why, by the way, it is so important to always pay close attention to such events. And I always say to my students that such events are also very dangerous for cheating, because these events are because these events may cause very surprising reaction of the markets. And if we, for example, check how dollar CAD pair was acting yesterday, that was crazy. First, we formed a huge bearish candle right here. We dropped by more than 177 pips, and then after some time the market went up, and we went up by more than 200 pips. That was crazy. And my goal for today's live stream is to help you to identify some potentially nice trading opportunities after the inauguration day. This morning I was carefully checking the charts, and I was looking for some potentially nice setups to share with you on today's live stream. So, as always, traders, if we have any issues with the live stream, if you don't see me, if you don't hear me, immediately notify me in the live chat. That will be the best and the quickest way to fix the issues with the live stream. Because occasionally we have the lags, occasionally there are the issues with the sound. Sometimes the screen can become frozen. So the best and the quickest way to fix the issues with the live stream is to notify me in the live chat. Also remember that, like during all the live streams, the most important element of our live sessions is, of course, the live chat. And in the live chat, let's be in a constant dialogue. Feel free to ask me questions. Feel free to ask me to analyze any instrument you want. And feel free to ask me questions if something is not clear in my analysis. Yes, it is your time. Don't be shy and ask. And we have a very simple rule during this live session. So I won't finish the live stream before I answer all your questions. So feel free to ask questions. Say hello in the live chat. Show me your presence. Say hello. Show me that you are here and listening. And just let me know where are you watching from. Hello, Ikram. Thank you for joining. Noor here from South Africa. Hello, Ryan. Hello, Tino. Luffy here. Snap, Christina, EMA, I think. So thank you for joining. Cassie here. Did you check gold? Yes, we will definitely check gold on today's session. I still didn't. We still did not analyze that together today, but of course in the morning I checked that, and I have some thoughts for you about gold. I have some fresh analysis for you, so we will discuss. So, preparing for today's live stream, I spotted for you some change of character, trading setup on the dollar Swiss pair that I wanted to discuss, pullback trading opportunity on Euro Swiss pair. We will discuss the gap on dollar index, and we will discuss the psychology of the price gaps. And yeah, of course, we will check gold, we will check a lot of other instruments, and yeah, that is going to be our plan for today. Hello, Snap. Hello, Fanizi, Dominique, right here, Kazim. Thank you for joining the live stream. So, what we're gonna start with today. To warm up, I guess we will discuss the pullback trade on EURUSD pair. Pullback trading is very popular among my YouTube subscribers, among the members of my free Telegram channel. Very often I receive the request to do more videos about pullback trading, to cover pullback trades on the live streams. So let's warm up with the pullback trade on EURUSD. And if you're here the first time, what we are doing on this live streams, I show you how I analyze the market with my trading strategy. My trading strategy is purely technical. It is based on technical analysis. It is based on price action. It is based on the analysis of candlesticks, supports and resistance levels. And very important element of my trading strategy is that it is the multiple time frame analysis trading strategy. It means that the strategy is based on the analysis of multiple time frames. So I will show you how exactly I apply my trading strategy and what are the steps that are required to identify a profitable pullback trade. Hello, Desmond. Thank you for joining the live stream. Boo Boo watching from Germany. Chris here. RM here. Thank you for joining the live stream. So, what we always start our analysis with, we start with the daily time frame. We start with the daily. And by the way, if you are wondering which instrument I analyze, which instrument I check, in the middle of the screen, you will see the name of the trading instrument that I check and the time frame. Yes, so if you lost and if you do not understand which instrument and the time frame I analyze, just check the middle of the screen and you will see the instrument that I analyze. So on EURUSD pair, our task will be to analyze the price action and try to understand, first of all, where the market is going, what is the current direction of the market and what is the current market trend. And how do we analyze the market trend? We simply analyze the highs and lows, we analyze the price action, and with the simple patterns, we are trying to identify the market direction objectively. Here in EURUSD, analyzing the daily time frame, we can easily come to the conclusion that the market is bullish, that the market is trading in a bullish trend. Now, how do we know? Because you can see that over time, the price goes up steadily and the price updates the higher highs and the higher lows. Such a price action is a very bullish price action. And once you see the price action like that, when you have the segments of multiple new higher highs and higher lows, yes, congratulations, you found the market that is bullish and trades in a bullish trend. So in this bullish trend, because the market is bullish, we can look for trend following buying, we can look for buying opportunities, and we can anticipate a further bullish continuation. And if the market is bullish, our task will be to try to identify the safe points, the areas from where we can buy, the zones, the levels from where it will be safe for us to look for buying the market. And what can be our safe place to buy the market right here? Such a place can be a strong horizontal or vertical support. And analyzing the recent price action, we can spot a very peculiar structure right here. Look, it poses strong resistance in the past, and we saw multiple strong bearish reactions to that. And look what happened with the pair yesterday. Yesterday, the price went up, and we formed a strong high momentum bullish candle right here. You can see that the price formed this bullish candle, and with that, the market violated that horizontal resistance. We closed above that on a daily, and we assume that after the breakout, the broken structure turns into a strong support, into the support from where we can look for buying, the support from where with a quite high probability the price will bounce, the support from where we can at least look for a pullback, the support from where we can look for buying. So that is a very nice support to watch. The market is now bullish. We updated the high right here, and then we retraced to that recently broken structure. But though we have a strong support right here, as always I say that we do not buy the market aggressively. We do not place our buy order right here anticipating a bullish continuation. Before we buy, we look for confirmation signal. Before we buy, we should identify some strong bullish confirmation. And what can be our bullish confirmation? What can be our signal to buy? Here, multiple time frame analysis comes into play, and our next step will be to apply the multiple time frame analysis and try to identify some powerful confirmation. Hello, James. Thank you for joining the live stream. Hello, Isa. Thank you for being here. So, in my trading strategy for trading pullbacks, for day trading, the combination of time frames that I use is the daily, 4 hour, 1 hour. So after we analyze the daily time frame, the next time frame is the 4 hour time frame. That will be the time frame that we will analyze and look for some confirmation. What do we see on the 4 hour time frame? What do we see right here? Do we see any bullish confirmation right here? Do we see any sign of strength of the buyers right here? Analyzing the price action, we see nothing special. We see a strong bullish movement, a new higher high, and then a steady bearish movement. We have nothing special, and if there is no confirmation, it is not a problem. Yes, there is no guarantee that there will be a confirmation after a retest of a broken structure. But if there is no confirmation in the 4 hour time frame, you can examine the hourly time frame and check if there is some confirmation there. So let's open the hourly time frame, and on an hourly time frame, let's analyze the price action. And here the price action is very peculiar. Here we can see that the market was falling steadily. We got a strong bearish movement. First we updated the higher high, then we dropped. Then we set a lower high right here and dropped lower. So we started to trade in a minor bearish trend right here. And before the price tested our significant horizontal daily support, we formed a huge high momentum bearish candle. A huge bearish imbalance was formed right here. We saw a very strong bearish pressure. But once that support was reached, once the price approached that support, the excess of supply that we got right here, the strong selling pressure was completely absorbed by the buyers. You can see that buyers were placing their orders within that yellow support, and for that reason the market stopped falling. And you can see that then we started to consolidate. We started to consolidate and the market started to trade within the range. From smart money concept perspective, the formation of this range signifies that the market found a local fair value. The market found a local balance, the equilibrium between supply and demand. And the identification of such ranges is very important, because within these ranges, trading volumes accumulate. Within these ranges, trading volumes accumulate, and within these ranges, the big players, the smart money, are placing their orders. And within these ranges, the market participants decide whether the market will become bullish, whether they will push the prices higher, or a bearish rally will continue. And we don't know what is going to happen. We have no idea. We don't know the real intentions of the smart money. The only thing that we know is that we can use that range as the confirmation. That range can give us a strong confirmation signal. And what will be our confirmation right here? Remember that on a daily time frame we made a very bullish prediction. On a daily time frame we made a prediction that with the high probability the market will continue growing. So our bullish confirmation here will be some sign of strength of the buyers. Our confirmation to buy will be the sign of presence of the buyers, the sign of the strength of the buyers. What can provide such a confirmation? The resistance of the range right here is the local resort from where sellers are selling. We can assume that for now, sellers are placing their selling orders within that orange resistance, and we see a relatively strong bearish pressure from that. Bullish violation of that, the breakout of that orange resistance, can give us a strong bullish signal. The violation of that orange resistance will signify that again there is the imbalance on the market, and the violation of that resistance will signify that there is a strong bullish imbalance on the market, the excess of demand on the market. And such a breakout right here, such an imbalance will give us a strong signal to buy. After we spot the breakout, after the candle closes above that resistance, it is, by the way, a very important condition to let the candle close above the resistance, we can look for buying. We can buy the pair anticipating a pullback. Then the confirmation will be more than enough to open the long trade. And how do we execute the trade right here? How the trade should be executed? After the breakout of the resistance of the range, we will set our buy limit order on a retest of a broken resistance of the range, and we will anticipate a bullish movement. And because it is the pullback trade, we will simply aim at the closest strong resistance. Our closest strong resistance is over here, and our target will simply lie above that resistance. Yes, it is the simple pullback trade. So buying on the retest, take profit will be right here. And where will be our safe stop loss for the trade? Where will we place our stop loss? According to our analysis so far, buyers are placing their buying orders from that support. You can see that we have quite strong bullish reactions to that orange support. So the violation of that support will signify that sellers are dominating. So it will be reasonable for us to simply keep our stop loss below that support, and if the price drops lower and violates that support, the trade will be closed in a loss. So let's summarize what we discussed. On a daily time frame, we spotted that the market is trading in a strong bullish trend. We have recently updated the higher high, and then the market started to retrace. Retracing, the price tested a recently broken resistance that presumably turned into support after a breakout. And after a breakout, we were looking for after the breakout and the retest of a broken structure, we were looking for a confirmation to buy. We were looking for a signal to buy. And the signal that we spotted is the violation of the resistance of that range on an hourly time frame. If bulls violate that, if the hourly candle closes above that, that will be our signal to buy. Also remember that from such a perspective, there's no guarantee that the price will go up. The price may easily continue falling. And if the price drops lower and violates the support of the range and sets a new lower low, lower close right here, trading setup will become invalid, and we will look for another confirmation. Let me know, traders, if everything is clear in this trading setup. Let me know if you have any questions related to that trading setup. If something is not clear, please feel free to ask. I see a question from Snap. You don't use RSI. I use RSI in very specific rare cases, and in that particular case, I do believe that RSI is not needed for confirmation, for analysis. Price action supports and resistances here are more than enough to build a solid trading plan. Thank you, Motivation Mondays. Thank you. Yeah, now we see, and thank you, Noah. Thank you so much. Now let's check Euro Yen. I see questions about Euro Yen. I was monitoring Euro Yen yesterday, and Euro Yen, by the way, there was a very strong bullish confirmation yesterday. So let me briefly show you that. Yeah, what is currently happening with Euro Yen pair? We can see that Euro Yen pair has recently tested this significant horizontal structure support. The support was tested and that support was nicely respected. And those who say that key levels don't work, here on Euro Yen, we have a very perfect example of a significant horizontal key level. Significant horizontal key level that the market respects over time. And look, in the past, that key level was respected so many times. Look how important it was for the market participants in the past, right? That is our significant key level. Look, so that key level was respected. The price nicely bounced from that. And looking for a bullish confirmation, look what I spotted on the 4-hour time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, you can see that the market was falling rapidly. We saw a strong bearish market, and the clearly we got the excess of supply here. Bears were dominating, but once we approached our support, the market found the balance, the equilibrium, and you can see that the market started to trade within the range. Yes, we started to consolidate within this horizontal range. That was the range that the price formed, and for some time the market was staying within that range. And look what happened next. Then the price violated the resistance of the range, and it was a strong bullish confirmation. It was a strong bullish signal that pushed the prices higher. So that is the example how the intraday confirmations can give you a strong signal after the test of a strong horizontal support or resistance. But what is happening with the pair now? What can we anticipate from the pair at the moment? The thing is that though we respected that support, and though from that support we saw a strong pullback, the thing is that from the daily time frame perspective, at the moment we are trading in a minor bearish trend, and you can see that we have a very bearish price action on the pair. Then if we analyze the trend lines, we can also spot that the market started to respect this falling trend line. And if we add one more, we can spot that we have a nice falling wedge pattern right here. So with this falling wedge pattern, we can consider two potential scenarios. First scenario is bullish. You can see that though we have a minor bearish trend right here, this bearish trend occurred in this midterm bullish trend. We have a nice midterm bullish trend right here, and then within this midterm bullish trend we started a correctional movement forming this minor bearish trend. So we may assume that at some moment the correction will be over, and at some moment the market is going to return back to a midterm bullish trend. What will be your confirmation then? What will confirm that the market is returning back to a midterm bullish trend? Your signal can be the violation of the resistance of the range, of the wedge, sorry, the violation of the resistance of the wedge, and the daily candle close above that can give you a strong bullish confirmation that will return the market to a bullish trend. One even more reliable bullish confirmation will be the change of character. In this minor bearish trend, we have the resistance based on the last lower high. And if the price violates that resistance based on the last lower high, it will give us a confirmed change of character right here. And this confirmed change of character will be a strong bullish signal that, again, will indicate that with the high probability the market is returning back to the midterm bullish trend, right? I hope that it is clear. Alternatively, let's also discuss a bearish scenario, because at the moment, definitely the market is bearish. We are now trading in a minor bearish stance, so let's discuss a bearish scenario as well. For now, if we analyze how the price reacted to that falling trend line, you can see that after we tested that trend line, we started to consolidate, and then we formed a strong bearish imbalance. And we have nicely respected that 4-hour support right here. And if you're looking for a further bearish confirmation, if you are looking for a further bearish continuation of the pair, I think the violation of that support will be the trigger that will push the prices lower. Yes, that is what I see on Euro-Yen. From the current perspective, if we just check this chart on a daily and try to make a prediction, it is very hard to make the exact prediction at the moment, because at that exact moment we don't have any solid confirmation. For that reason, we built the plan to confirm a bullish scenario, and we built a plan to confirm a bearish scenario. I hope that it is clear. Now, traders, if you are interested in breakout trading, I prepared for you some breakout trade on dollar Swiss pair. Also, if you are interested in indexes trading, give me yes, and we will discuss some trend following trading setup on Dow Jones Index. Let me know what you are interested in, traders. Now, about your questions, I see a question about Bitcoin from Noah. Let's check Bitcoin and discuss. I guess you saw that Bitcoin managed to update the all-time high. Yesterday we formed this crazy candle, and with this crazy candle we managed to update the all-time high while leading the previous one, but then the market quickly dropped. And what do we see at the moment? At the moment, we see that the market is squealing around that key support. We see that the market is now coiling around a key support, and I think that from that support, still there's a chance that the market will continue rising. I'm looking for confirmation to buy Bitcoin from that support, and here I'm looking for a signal to buy. What can be the signal to buy? So far, there's nothing special on the intraday time frames. You can see that the market is steadily falling. What I want to see right here, I want to see the test of that yellow support. You can see that we are now trading within this falling wedge pattern, and my plan is to strictly let the price reach that yellow support. I want that yellow support to be tested, and then after that I will look for a bullish confirmation. I will wait for a bullish signal. From such a perspective, such a signal can be the breakout of the resistance of the wedge. That can be a strong trend following signal. So far, watch that yellow support, let the price reach that yellow support. It will be a very important point of interest, and look for a bullish continuation. Then bullish continuation on intraday time frames will give you a strong bullish signal right here. And of course, once I spot a strong confirmation signal, I will definitely post the update on my free Telegram channel, so make sure that you subscribe. Then I saw a question about WTI crude oil. Let's check WTI crude oil and discuss what is the current situation. And you can see that since the inauguration of Trump, and since, by the way, since last week, oil is under quite a strong bearish pressure. At the moment, oil is stuck between two important structures. From one side on the daily, we have this significant support, and from another side, we have this significant resistance. So you can see that we are now trading in a very narrow range between two significant structures. Also, we should definitely underline a significant horizontal support right here. So for the sellers, for those who are looking for selling, so far I would suggest waiting for the breakouts of both supports. If daily candle closes below both supports, we can anticipate a bearish movement lower to that support, while a bullish violation of that resistance and the daily candle close above that resistance can give us a strong bullish continuation, can give us a strong bullish signal that will push the prices to that horizontal resistance. Now let's briefly check the intraday price action. If we have something special on an hourly time frame, on the intraday time frames, we just see how the price is stuck between two daily structures. We are now trading within the range, and it looks like the market participants are waiting for some important fundamental news. It looks like the market is waiting for some fundamental trigger, and who knows, probably this week we won't even have such a trigger. Yes, so far, the best strategy to follow on WTI crude oil is to wait for some news release that will make the price violate one of the structures. It will give you a reliable confirmation, a gram. I hope it is clear. Now, the next instrument that we will analyze will be dollar Swiss. On a dollar Swiss pair, I prepared for you some change of character trading setup that I wanted to discuss with you. It is if you are interested in counter trend trading, in trading against the trend, in reversal trading, then pay close attention, because on dollar Swiss we have a nice potential example of such a trading setup. What do we see on the dollar Swiss pair? Obviously, strong bullish trend. The market is strongly bullish, and since October last year, we are growing rapidly. Then if we analyze the significant structures, we can spot a very important resistance right here. We have a very significant resistance that the price tested recently. And the reaction of the price to that resistance is very peculiar. Let's zoom in the chart and study the recent price action. What do we see here? First, we can spot that the market was steadily growing within this rising parallel channel. We were growing rapidly within this channel, and the market was nicely respecting the boundaries of the channel. We saw bearish reactions from the resistance of the channel and bullish reactions from the support of the channel. You can see that then, after the test of that resistance, something changed, and the market started to fall, and the market violated the support of the channel. The channel support was broken and a daily candle closed below that. Also within the channel, if we study the recent price action, the price action of last and this week, we should notice a very bearish pattern right here. We have a very nice example of the inverted cup and handle pattern. Look, we have a very nice cup and handle pattern right here. Then from the price action perspective, you can see that we got a steady bullish trend. The market was steadily rising, and with this cup and handle formation, the market violated the support based on the last higher level. It is a very perfect example of the change of character. The violation of the support indicates a local violation of this minor bullish trend and also start of a new minor bearish trend. From such a perspective, we can make a prediction that dollar Swiss pair may continue falling. So far, the broken trend line and the broken horizontal support now compose the expanding supply area, the zone from where the market may continue falling, the zone from where we can anticipate a bearish movement lower. And this daily time frame analysis can be also applied for counter trend trading, and for this analysis can help you to identify the accurate intraday bearish signal. So being very bearish on the daily, let's examine the price action on lower time frames and discuss what can be our signal to sell. Let's open the 4-hour time frame and let's discuss what is happening on the 4-hour time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, nothing special. We got the breakout of that structure and now we are simply retesting that. Let's examine the hourly time frame. What do we see on an hourly time frame? On an hourly time frame, again, we see one more example of the range. And on the today session, we already discussed multiple examples of the ranges. And that's one more. That's one more range that we see. And as we discussed, within these ranges, the smart money are accumulating their trading positions. And that range can be applied as the confirmation. How can we use that range for trading? We made a very bearish prediction on a daily. We made a conclusion on a daily that the price is going to fall, that we are anticipating a down movement. And these predictions, these assumptions will be confirmed with the violation of the support of the range. If the price violates the support of the range, if we close below that on an hourly time frame, we can anticipate a bearish movement lower. Selling the market on a retest with a stop loss above the highs of the range, we can anticipate a further bearish continuation on the pair. Yes? So with the trading setup on the dollar Swiss, I was trying to show you how do we spot a bearish reversal on a daily, and then how we trade it using the multiple time frame analysis. What is important for you to understand, though, is that still trading dollar Swiss and shorting that, we will go against this strong bullish trend. That will be the counter trend trading setup. And always remember that counter trend trading setups always have the lower accuracy. Counter trend trading setups always have the lower win rate, but still counter trend trading is very interesting, and if you are studying the price action, at least you should be able to properly recognize the reversal price action trading setups. Let me know, traders, if you have any questions. Let me know, traders, if something is not clear in my analysis. Give me yes in the live chat if that trading setup makes sense to you, and let me know what should we analyze next. Let me know what should be the trading instrument that we should analyze next. Yeah, so as I said, I also see the trend following setup on US30 and some words about gap trading. Yes, and also gold, by the way. And I see a question from KBK. Can you tell the Ethereum chart? Yes, I can. Let's check. And by the way, yeah, crypto is all red at the moment. By the way, on Ethereum, I'm very bullish. Earlier, I shared a very bullish setup on Ethereum. The trading setup was based on a test of that key horizontal daily structure support. We got a nice bearish trap right here. We didn't manage to violate that. The price quickly returned, and we got a very strong bullish imbalance right here with the violation of that horizontal resistance. So from such a perspective, definitely the market still looks bullish to me, and I do believe that the price action still remains bullish right here, and I do believe that still there's a high chance that the growth will resume and that the price will go to that resistance. Let's study the intraday price action. Let's try to get what can give us the confirmation signal right here. For our time frame, we see the sideways movement, nothing special at the moment. Yeah, I don't see any confirmation signal now. Yeah, but as I said, I'm very bullish, so I think that the market should grow. Now let me check the messages in the live chat. I saw a question about some Euro peers. Occasionally the chat is moving quite quickly and I miss the messages in the live chat. Yes, RM asked to analyze EURCHF or EURUSD. Let's check EURUSD, I think. Let's check EURUSD and discuss the current situation on EURUSD. The thing is that EURUSD is now in quite a deep consolidation. I guess you saw that EURUSD is now trading within this range on a daily, within a horizontal range, and so far the resistance of the range can give a nice resistance to short the pair from anticipating a bearish continuation. So yeah, from that yellow resistance we can look for selling. And what can be our confirmation to sell? Yes, on an hourly time frame we have the double top pattern. The price formed a very nice double top pattern right here, and on the 4-hour time frame, if I remember, there should be one peculiar rising trend line. This one, yeah. So we have a rising trend line and we have this horizontal incline. So I do believe that the pair will drop if the price violates both that rising trend line and that horizontal incline. It will push the prices lower. Then you can look for shorting opportunities, anticipating a bearish movement at least to that support. So that can be the signal, the trigger that you should look for. As always, once you spot the consolidation on the market and you see the absence of high impact fundamental news, and by the way, we have some news today. The news are expected in 1 hour. First, when you spot the consolidation, check the economic calendar and check if there are any high impact fundamental news. We have some important euro fundamentals today, so you should wait for the news first. And if the news do not make the price violate the support or resistance of the consolidation, most likely the market will keep staying within the consolidation till the next high impact news, giving you perfect trading opportunities to trade the market within that consolidation range. Yes, so that is what I think about EURUSD here. Now, gold traders, give me yes in the live chat and I will check gold for you and we will discuss the current situation and I will share with you the trading plan. And I see a question about Aussie Swiss. Question from Dominique. Let's analyze Aussie Swiss and discuss. So Aussie Swiss looks very, very, very boring at the moment, and I guess you saw that since the beginning of the year we are consolidating, we are ranging, and so far we have a very significant strong horizontal resistance that the price respects right here, and we also have this strong support right here. Recently the price tested that resistance. From that resistance we saw a strong bearish reaction, and honestly so far I think that the market may continue consolidating. So far the market may keep staying within that range, and probably the market is waiting for some news here. I'm not sure what kind of news the market needs to to initiate the next strong bullish or bearish movement. So far, main focus is that horizontal consolidation, and yeah, so most likely for now the consolidation is going to continue. Now, what is happening with gold at the moment? Let me open the naked chart for you and let's discuss. So even though there are the news of some positive news from Palestine, and though there was the refugees exchange, if I remember correctly, and even though we have some positive news with the relief of the tensions, still for some reason gold continue rising. And I think that from such a perspective, gold clearly shows that it does not believe the promises of Trump administration. From a current perspective, we can see that gold is now trading within quite a huge range. On a daily time frame, we can see that the market is stuck within that huge horizontal range on a daily. So far, the market nicely respected the resistance of the range multiple times, and from that we saw significant bearish reactions, and now we see one more test of that resistance. Depending on the reaction of the market to that, I see two potential scenarios. Of course, the violation of that resistance and a daily candle close above that will provide a strong bullish signal. The violation of that daily resistance and a daily candle close above that will push the prices higher, and then we can anticipate the test of the resistance based on the all-time high. So watch carefully how the daily candle closes. As I said, if we violate that resistance, close above that on a daily, we can look for buying, anticipating a bullish continuation. At the same time, let's discuss the bearish scenario. Watching how nicely the market reacted to the resistance of that range in the past, we can assume that this time a similar bearish movement will initiate from that resistance. So let's discuss what kind of confirmations we will need to confirm that the market is going to fall. Analyzing the price action on a daily time frame, we can see that over here we have a rising wedge pattern. You can see that the market is steadily growing within this rising wedge, and within that rising wedge we see multiple higher highs and higher lows. Of course, the support of the range is now the resort for buyers to buy, and we see strong bullish reactions of the price to that rising trend line. Also, what we can see is that we have a strong horizontal structure right here. We have a strong horizontal structure that was a strong resistance in the past, and that turned into support after a breakout. So technically speaking, now the market is trading between two important structures. We have this horizontal resistance and this horizontal support. And by the way, we also have the vertical rising support of this wedge. So what will confirm the sign of strength? What will be our confirmed sign of strength of the sellers right here? What will give us a strong signal to sell? From such a perspective, I would suggest looking for the violation of that horizontal structure and of that rising trend line. If a daily candle closes below them too, if a daily candle violates this rising trend line and this horizontal support, then we can anticipate a bearish movement lower. Then the strength of the sellers will be confirmed for us, and then we can look for a bearish continuation on gold. With a high probability, the price will drop lower then, and we will anticipate a bearish movement to that support then. So wait for a breakout today, if I remember correctly, we are not expecting any high impact US news. Yeah, so today, tomorrow, and on Thursday, most likely the technicals will dominate. So there's a high chance that this orange resistance will hold and that the market will remain within that range. But who knows? These are the first days of Trump in office. So probably we may see more surprising fundamental news that will make the markets fluctuate. So pay attention to the news, watch the charts, and be very careful. Alufi says, what calendar do you use to see all high impact news? So I usually use the combination of two economic calendars. The first that I use is on TradingView. It's very convenient because I use TradingView for charting, and this economic calendar is simply here on the right. We can see the high impact news, but the problem with the economic calendar on TradingView is that it occasionally misses really high impact news. So I also check the economic calendar on investing.com website. So when I trade, I check the news on TradingView and I check the news on investing.com website. And Forex Factory economic calendar is, by the way, also good. I know that many of my students use that, and it is very reliable. Earn with KBK, Ethereum bullish or bearish? Yes, I said that it is bullish, and I do believe that it is going to continue growing. Yes, one more thing that I wanted to discuss with you on today's live stream is dollar index. Let's check that and discuss. So what happened with dollar index? With the inauguration of Trump, we see a huge gap right here. You can see that we got a huge gap, and gaps are always very important to recognize and check, because I always repeat to my students that gaps may provide very profitable trading opportunities, and once you spot the gap, there's always a high chance that the gap is going to be filled. So watching this huge gap on dollar index, we can make a prediction that with a very high chance the market will fill this gap. And by filling the gap, I mean that the market will most likely return to the level of the gap opening, that the price will grow all the way up to the level where the gap opened. But the main problem with gap trading is that we never know when exactly the market is going to fill the gap. We never know what is the exact moment that the market started to fill the gap. And price action can provide a reliable confirmation. Price action can provide a strong signal that the gap filling is coming. When you spotted the gap after the formation of the gap, I always recommend looking for a signal. If you spotted a gap down, you should look for a bullish signal. And if you are spotted a gap up, you should look for the bearish signal. In that case, on dollar index, we have a gap down, so we should look for a bullish signal. And what can be our bullish signal right here? We can see that after the formation of the gap, we started to respect this minor horizontal resistance right here, the horizontal resistance that holds. And a bullish violation of that resistance will be the important sign of strength of the buyers here. It will be the indication that buyers are ready to fill the gap. So once you see that hourly candle closes above that resistance, once the hourly candle closes above that resistance, with the high probability the market is going to go up all the way up to the gap opening level. And based on that, you can build solid trading plan. yes, you can look for buying, set stop loss below the close of strong support, and that is basically how you trade the gaps. On my YouTube channel, I have already shared 2 very useful gap trading strategies. Just search gap trading Vasily Trader, you will find 2 very powerful gap trading strategies. Yeah, so the last thing that we are going to discuss before this stream started, I was asked to share some thoughts about euro dollar. So let's check it briefly and let's discuss the current situation. The thing is that inauguration of Trump really affects euro dollar, and the election of Trump triggered a very strong bearish rally on euro dollar, and with the first results, when it became clear that Trump is going to be the president-elect, the market started a very strong bearish rally. And unexpectedly, the inauguration by itself triggered a local bullish reversal on euro dollar. And yesterday, we formed a high momentum bullish candle right here. So far, of course, it does not confirm the long-term reversal, but I really want you to pay close attention to that strong resistance. That resistance right here is truly significant, and that resistance right here holds. And we saw a lot of strong bearish reactions from that resistance in the recent past. I strongly believe that if the price manages to violate that resistance, we can talk about at least a local bullish reversal. I think that the violation of that will trigger some significant bullish movement. I do agree with multiple analysts who say that the market overreacted the real impact of the election of Trump in the coming month, probably in the coming year. So most likely we are going to see the corrections after such emotional reactions that we saw after the election of Trump. So probably euro dollar is going to recover. Yeah, and of course, once I spot the accurate and valid reversal signal right here, again, I will definitely share the update on my free Telegram channel. So with that being said, I guess it's a great moment to finish. I hope, traders, that you enjoyed today's live stream. I hope that you learned something new. Thank you for your participation. Thank you for your questions. We will see again next week. Also on Saturday, I'm going to publish a new video about gold, my predictions for gold for 2025. Don't miss it. Also, traders, do not forget to subscribe to my social networks. I have a free Telegram channel where I share daily free signals. I have Instagram, Facebook group, TradingView, Twitter. You will find all the links in the description below. On my website, VasilyTrader.com, you will find a lot of free education. You will find free educational articles on different subjects. You will find the trading basics, trading psychology, support resistances, patterns, SMC, and much more. If you're interested in my premium stuff, I have a trading academy where I do such live streams on daily basis. I have VIP signals group for you, and I have books and courses. I have course teaching you top-down multiple time frame analysis. I have a course teaching you smart money concepts. You will find all that on my website. Thank you so much for joining. The recording of the live stream will be provided in a couple of minutes. Thank you and see you soon, traders. Thank you.